Welcome back. You're watching us here on Bazaar Morning Call. In case you just tuned in, we're setting ourselves to a strong start. That's what the GIFT Nifty indicates on account of a good handover coming in from Wall Street and decent enough opening in Asia as well. 165 points after a decentish sort of gain yesterday as well. 111 points is what the Nifty put on in yesterday's trading session. Hemang Jani, market expert, now joins us. Hemang, good morning. You know, the big stock that we'll be tracking today would be Bajaj Finance. What do you make of the deal? 26% is what they've bought from Allianz, and Allianz says that they will reinvest this in the Indian markets itself. So in light of that, do you look at other stocks as well, potentially Jio Financial Services?
Good morning, Mangalam. Yes, I think this deal is very important and it's been a long pending deal, as you all know. I think key takeaways from our perspective is that compared to the consensus fair value of both general insurance and life insurance companies, the deal has been done at 19 and 14% discount. The general insurance is at 19% discount. The life insurance is at 14% discount. So I think in the negotiations, the Bajaj Group has been able to get a slightly, better edge or advantage, which is important. It will give them a bit of a control because of the stake that they have. So I do think that, Bajaj Holding, which is a holding company of the Bajaj Group and has a 36% stake in Bajaj Auto and 36% stake in Bajaj Finserv. If you consider the current market cap of Bajaj Holding and versus that when you value all these components, I do think that there is a case for some sort of unlocking of value when it comes to Bajaj Holding also. So that's my takeaway. And as far as Alliance's, entry into the market, yes, they could go solo, they could tie up with any of the incumbent players. It remains to be seen whether, what exactly decision they would take. But you might have some possibility of the deal being done with Jio also, and that would be a stock that we will be watching out for.
No, absolutely, and we'll see how that one goes as and when it happens. Just a quick word on IKS, which was the big casualty yesterday. Hemang, good morning. That lock-in ended, stock ended about 12-13% lower. Any thoughts at all? Hemang, can you hear me?
Prashant, your voice...
IKS.
Yeah, I can hear you, but... IKS you're asking about, right?
Yes. I mean, IKS Health, the 3-month shareholder lock-in ended. And I think we got some calls as well. I think JP Morgan has got a call out. We'll have Hormus talk to us about that. But if you have coverage, if you've looked at the business's recent listing, any thoughts at all here?
So typically, Prashant, I think was because of the lock-in, getting over. Also, IPO flavor is pretty much not there, right? So I think that, some of these companies where you have this issue, you might have to go through a bit of a pain point. But overall, when I look at that company, it looks quite decent. I think, the space it's operating in, the latest quarterly numbers were also quite okay. So not too negative on the stock, right, only because of this reason.
Hemang, on financials, what would your picks be? There's just too much going on. We were earlier discussing Jio Finance as well because of what's happened with Bajaj Finserv, right? Allianz will go their own independent way. They have said in writing in that statement last night that they're not giving up on the Indian market. What would you do with some of the other insurance stocks, looking at the action in this space?
I think financial Surabhi as a space has done well, and I do think that insurance, because market was awaiting some clarity on the GST part, and the regulatory changes have been there. The numbers have not been that great, so not too positive from a short-term perspective on the insurance place. But something like a Manappuram, I do think that if you have some fundraise and the fact that the stock has been trending well. Depending upon who comes into the company, what kind of fundraise is there, I do expect, re-rating over there because the stock is quoting at 1.15 price to book, about 16% ROE. Also, banks, I think, relatively better placed. You're seeing some traction come through in ICICI Bank, Axis Bank. So I do think that those are the, companies where I would be more comfortable getting into.
Well, the rates right now on financials are really going through the roof. Clearly, this is extreme optimism that's playing up right now. On Bajaj Finserv, that stock in the pre-open is up 10%. But the other banks, HDFC, IndusInd, etc., they're all up, 4-5%. So let's see. Maybe we won't have this level of euphoria, but the indications have been fairly positive, at least at this point in time. Hemang, very quickly on the cement space, a lot of positive reports have started coming in, and both brokerage reports, also we know production numbers themselves. They've been improving over the last few months. Any picks here?
Well, large cap we'll go with Ultratech, and the mid cap we like JK Cement. I think compared to other guys, particularly southern based companies where you have some issues about that tax, I think JK Cement appears to be better placed.
Okay, by the way, on cement, I must also mention that Star Cement, which is one this big, giant limestone block in Assam, that's a stock which is in focus. It's up almost 6% right now in trade. That is Star Cement, and some other stocks in news that are doing really well. Suryodaya Small Finance Bank, promoters have bought shares from the market yesterday. The market likes that. So in the pre-open, that stock is also higher. Now we seem to have a more settled rate. It is very much in sync with the implied open. So almost 140 to 150 points gap up. That's what the pre-open Nifty is indicating. And this will take us right at the top of the recent trading range. Last 7-8 trading sessions, this is the top zone. Let's see if the index can